Hey, how's it going? My name's Clay,
And I'm Sarah.
and this is Corner of Bexley, first episode podcast.
Um, like we stated, this is our first episode. We're super excited. Welcome to the pod. Of course, we are a husband and wife team. Also, if you hear any snorting or barking in the background, we do have a very adventurous and slightly evil little French bulldog named Louie. Um,
Louis Beans coming at you.
So we'll just get into a little background about ourselves. As I stated, my name is Sarah. We are in Central Ohio from the great town of Marion, Ohio.
President Harding, what's up? The only thing we got going for the town.
We're both graduates of the class of 2007. Not from the same schools, but you know how that works. Clayton, why don't you tell a little bit about yourself?
Well, Clay, no former Marines. Once a Marine, always a Marine. So that's my background. Got out dealing with the PTSD issues and all that right now. Trying to get over that. But we'll talk about more of that in the future, I guess, as it goes on. Ups and downs. You know, fighting the VA.
So, you know, we thought we would try something new out. You know, that's why we decided to create this podcast, just to, you know, talk about things that we normally talk about, you know, things we see. We probably might talk about sports the most because I feel like that's something like everybody kind of shares a weird bond about is sports. But we'll get into things like politics, everyday life, male problems, female problems, dog problems, adult problems, all the problems, and some good stuff and some cool stuff that we're doing in our lives, cool stuff that we see. So yeah, let's jump right in with the sports.
Yo, I know this is to me it's sports, wrestling, WWE, you know, Money in the Bank coming up. Just had Clash of the Castle, you know.
Yes, we just had Clash of the Castle. Obviously, I'll be honest, I didn't grow up watching the WWE or any real wrestling, so to speak, but I am a quick study. Also, if you caught that we both graduated in the class of 2007, you would know that we are probably 80s babies, which means we're 90s kids, which means we're 2000s teenagers, which means we're 2010s 20-year-olds and 2020 30-year-olds. So wrestling was super hot back in the 90s. You couldn't go anywhere without some small male child
Soccer! Down the hall. That's what it would be like. You'd be walking down and you turn over and the kid just be like, and just be like, back at you, buddy.
So all the catchphrases. So you kind of end up knowing people without knowing people. So it's not hard for me to follow wrestling. And I don't mind it. You know, we try to watch everything from Raw to SmackDown. Obviously, you know, we try to watch all the PLEs as they call them. We've watched Backlash. We've watched Clash of the Castle. We'll be watching Money in the Bank. We'll be at SummerSlam, which is in Cleveland, Ohio this year. Super excited about that. Not excited about seeing Logan Paul, who is a Cleveland, Ohio kid. But hopefully they get some other people out there. Hopefully the Creed brothers, they're also from Ohio. The Miz. Everybody knows The Miz. I.O. Hopefully maybe they even get, you know, Cleveland Heights' own, the Kelsey brothers.
That would be dope.
Jason Kelsey, Travis Kelsey.
Rey Mysterio with Jason, luchador mask, coming in, just boom.
Yes.
You know.
So that would be dope. But we try to watch all the things, keep up with all the things. We will be talking wrestling on the podcast. So if you're not into that, fine. But we'll also talk about other sports, some other cool sports news this week. I'm not a big fan of Boston, but congratulations to the Boston Celtics, who beat the Dallas Mavericks to win their 18th championship in franchise history. I think that leapfrogs them over their storied rivals, the Los Angeles Lakers. So, yeah, I guess congratulations to them. Not a fan, don't care, because it's fuck Boston all day.
Go Spurs.
Right. Go Spurs. We're Spurs household. We also root for the Cavs because, you know,
Ohio love.
A little bit of Ohio love. I mean, it is what it is. So you had the Celtics beating Dallas, you know, also super excited for the NHL championships are still going on at this time. You have the Florida Panthers.
Are they going to choke?
Right.
Are they going to choke? Like, dang.
Edmonton Oilers. Tonight is game 6. Florida leads 3-2. They were up 3-0. And
it's, oh no, what are we doing here? Oh no, we're bobbling.
We're moving. We're shaking. We're shaking in our little boots. I don't know. Hockey is a sport that we've been to a few hockey games. Obviously, we're here in Ohio, so go Blue Jackets because that's what we know. But it you know, it's not that it's hard to talk about hockey. Hockey's kind of easy to follow once you get into it, but obviously our team's not in it, so it is what it is. But I guess we'll see. I know I saw something where there's a player on the Panthers who went to school with Jason Tatum, who just won his championship for Boston. So we'll see. Will he get a chip with his friend? Will it be like, oh, you got a chip, I got a chip? Or will it be like, oh, man, I'm sorry that happened to you, dog?
Oh, better luck next season.
Right. So, also this summer, we have the Paris Summer Olympics.
USA.
Right. USA. Super excited about that. You know, obviously, you know, you have, you know, your swimming, your gymnastics, you know, the sports that you don't follow all the time. Swimming, gymnastics, soccer, or football, as if whatever you would like to call it. But there are some new sports this year.
They bringing softball back?
I didn't see that. I thought they brought softball back in a previous Olympics, but don't quote me on that. But this year's new sports are breakdancing. So you'd be out there popping and locking, spinning on your head, spinning on your back. We got some skateboarding, which I thought skateboarding was in the last Olympics, but maybe I'm mistaken. Climbing sports, which I'm assuming is like rock climbing, which I also thought was in the previous Olympics, but maybe I'm mistaken. And surfing, because why not? You know, we're folding in those X game like sports into the Olympics, which is cool to see. Hopefully more medals for the USA to win. Not sure about breakdancing. I feel like
popping, locking, dropping.
Like that might not be our forte. But we'll see. I thought golf, but I think golf was in the last Olympics. I don't know. I feel like if you know anything, I feel like the pandemic has warped our perception of time and what things did happen, what things didn't happen. It's like we lost almost 2 years of our life randomly.
Isolation.
Right. So I'm super excited for the Olympics. That will be July 26th through August 11th. So we'll obviously be doing a lot of talking about that. So tune in for our takes. You know, we're both former athletes at one point in time in our lives, which is probably why we like to talk about sports so much.
Yeah, you know, just a state, you know, all state Football, nothing.
Listen to Clayton. Just
honorable mentions, still though.
Yeah.
Still made it.
Still
2 years.
Still made it. Still doing big.
Still counts.
So, some things we also shout out to our very own Columbus Crew, who will be playing tomorrow. We're a huge crew. They're playing.
Yo, those chiladas, amazing. Yo, Columbus Crew, the chiladas, love them. You know, Cleveland, Cincinnati Bengals, you guys need to get on that chilada kick, man. Those things are fucking awesome. Shit.
Obviously, Clayton is a big chilada fan. I'm not a huge,
love them.
It's not my forte, but if you haven't, if you live in the Columbus area, Ohio area, or even the Cincinnati area, because Cincinnati also has a team, shout out to them. Or if you live in a state that has a soccer team, it is a great time. It's so much fun. It's such a great atmosphere. I mean, I feel like now that I'm an adult and can just afford to go to,
I got that adult money now.
Right, I got that adult money. I can go to sporting events. I can go to games. You know, obviously we said we were from Ohio, so you have, the Reds, the artists formerly known as the Indians, the Guardians. So, and you have, the Browns, the Bengals. We have Blue Jackets. We have
the
Clippers. We have the Columbus Crew. We have the FC Cincinnati.
I was going to say the volleyball.
Yes, we have volleyball now. So there's also we cannot forget about the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yo, we gotta go to the games
in anything, everything: football, baseball, basketball, swimming, track and field, gymnastics, whatever it is, you can find something there to do. Also, we have other teams. Big shout out to OU, oh yeah,
Bearcats.
The Cincinnati Bearcats. We have lots of sports here in Ohio, and we're surrounded by other sports towns in Pittsburgh and Detroit. So now that we're older and we can go to some of those games and experience some of those things, it definitely is one of the funnest atmospheres is going to any sporting.
Going to Chicago to see the Bears play last Christmas.
Yes, we did do that.
That was dope.
We went to, neither of us are Bears fans.
But we're Justin Fields Buckeye fans.
Right. At that day,
see you in Pittsburgh, buddy.
We were supporting our guy, former Buckeye, Justin Fields. We got to go to Soldiers Field, maybe, for the last time, because it sounds like they're going to try to get a new stadium, which is kind of outside of where downtown Chicago is. It was a great atmosphere, interesting looking stadium.
As a veteran going there, it was amazing. Just the tribute, the signs, the monuments, beautiful. And then you just got the history buildings and all that, and your museums around. Definitely recommend it, going to Chicago.
Yes.
To see a football game.
So, we are constantly talking about, things we're doing, things we're going to do, stuff we want to do, stuff we want to experience. And we thought, what better way to kind of, get that out there and, maybe even have people talk back to us or ask questions or whatever the case may be. This whole podcast thing it's very new. You see lots of people doing it. I listen to and watch a lot of different podcasts. I enjoy them. And I take my mind off work. I can go through a couple of podcasts when I'm, in the office at work. So we thought we would give our hand at it, a husband and a wife, talking about sports, talking about life, cool stuff, nerd stuff. We both come from different backgrounds. I'm a college kid. He's, a veteran, but we want to make it fun and make things less serious in the world that we are in today. So,
so
hopefully, you tune in, subscribe, give us
Like,
feedback,
follow.
like and follow. We're on the socials.
Man, I wonder like how far like the people will reach. Like if somebody from California or Hawaii would hear us.
I don't know. That would be dope. I think that. So we just got a new dryer today, and it just went off. So.
Yeah. Shout out to Lowe's and Whirlpool for coming through on that next day delivery.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of adult stuff lately. We got a new roof. We bought a new dryer. We're getting ready to have our shower redone. Just all the cool, the adult stuff that they don't tell you about, like when you own a home or when you grow up.
But we did get a gazebo, and that's nice.
We did get a gazebo. Hopefully, we got, it wasn't cheap, but it's like with the soft top. Hopefully one day we can upgrade to a hard top one, do some of the podcasting outside, give a little atmosphere.
Hopefully bring video podcasts one day.
Yeah, get you the visuals.
And again, podcast is Corner of Bexley.
Yes. Also, real quick, of course, we're having a little bit of a drink in the evening. So shout out to our local brewery, Marion Brew. We love Marion Brew. We're up there all the time. We're not alcoholics, but they do have good stuff.
Yeah, raspberry lime seltzer. Man, it's like sherbet.
And I have the wild huckleberry. They do. I'm not really a beer drinker. I'm not a beer girl. I never developed the taste for it. Everybody always told me when you become a poor college kid, you'll get used to drinking cheap beer. I was a poor college kid, so I just drink cheap liquor. It is what it is, but I do like a seltzer, and their seltzers are so good. And they always have cool flavors, or they always are doing something fun. So if you are in the local area, please check out Marion Brew. I
know they do the third Thursday in downtown Marion. So come on up or come on down and check it out.
Right. So, this concludes the first episode. Oh, it looks like Clayton has something.
I was going to say, because they got the Bomb Pop seltzer coming out for July. So,
and I had the Bomb Pop for Memorial Day. It was really good. Did it taste exactly like a Bomb Pop? Not exactly, but it was still really, 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 really good.
So, alrighty then.
Well, that was our first episode of the Corner of Bexley. Thank you for tuning in. You guys have a great weekend.